Well, today we're going to do a little bit of bragging about the beauty of southern Alberta. One of our jewels is, of course, Waterton Lakes National Park. And joining us to chat about it is Suleman. He is the Vice President of the Waterton Park Chamber of Commerce. He's also the owner of the lovely Bayshore Inn, which is nestled right along Waterton Lake. Welcome to Bridge City News. Shamir, so great to have you here with us today.
Great to be here.
Okay, so for any viewers who have never visited Waterton Lakes National Park, why don't you take a minute, please, and tell them why they should visit this beautiful place?
It's been an interesting summer, especially last year, with so many people from all over this province not realizing that Waterton first was in Alberta. Second, seeing the picture so many times and thinking it was Banff, and then so many Albertans finally saying, "You know what? Let's go there." And so we had so many new people that had never been. It was amazing. It was really cool to see so many Canadians that had never been there.
It's amazing that you say that there's Albertans that didn't realize it was part of Alberta, too.
Oh, all the time. Anytime I tell anybody in Calgary or Edmonton where I am in Waterton, they'll always give me a second look like, I think I've heard of that. Is that in Alberta? I'm thinking, yeah, it's your province. You have to know that.
Oh, that is unbelievable because a lot of people like it better than Banff. I know, like one of the comments that I often
Oh,
hear,
yeah.
yeah, one of the comments I often hear is that visitors are surprised how cozy and not crazy busy Waterton is, of course, compared to so many other parks where it's so crowded.
Yeah, I think the big thing that people don't realize is in Waterton, there is only 350 hotel rooms. Whereas in Banff, one hotel has 350 hotel rooms. There's only so many campgrounds, not that many. So there's only so many accommodations to stay. So it only gets so packed. We're not on a major highway. We're off the beaten path. So if you're going to Waterton, you're going to Waterton. So it never really packs up. And the town site's so small and it's spread out so nicely that I think you have the feeling of space.
Okay, that is a really good point too, because it is kind of nestled down there off of major highways and stuff. So, what are some of the comments that you've heard from visitors over the years?
For us, it's usually surprise. It's usually, oh my God, this is beautiful. They see the pictures, but when you see it live, that valley view, the Prince of Wales Hotel, walking along the beach, the hikes, you almost feel like you're a little bit back in time, a little bit, because you feel like it's the Banff of 40 years ago, where it's all family owned and operated businesses. So your small town ice cream shops, everybody knows everybody. It's all owner operated. So, you walk into Pat's, you're meeting the owner. You walk into my hotel, you're meeting me. You're walking into all the other restaurants. It's their family recipes for generations that have been there. So it's a different feel.
Yeah, it totally is. Now, there was a lot of construction last year with the building of the new visitor center, right? So, when is that going to be completed, and what kinds of benefits will tourists see with this new facility?
So we're really excited about the visitor center. It looks gorgeous. It is, I'm going to say 95% complete. I spoke to Parks Canada this morning. They are pumping the brakes a little bit because of all the COVID restrictions. So they hope to have it open by September, but maybe earlier. But to see it, it's 95% complete. So it's great.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. I'm excited about that. You mentioned COVID restrictions. So, with those restrictions, you probably didn't have a lot of American or international visitors to the park last year. And that might be the case this year as well. I guess time will tell, right? So, how has traffic been, and where are people traveling from?
We thought last year we were really scared. We were hoping if we got 50% occupancy, we were happy. We ran sold out all year, and this year looks to be pretty much the same. So for us, I think there's still so many Albertans that have never been to Waterton.
Right.
So I think we're going to get a big wave of Albertans, and then I think we get a lot of people from BC, Saskatchewan, and the rest of Canada. So I don't foresee it being any slower this year.
Okay, interesting. Now, last season, a large portion of the town site campground was not open to the public, also because of construction. So, is that now open for campers?
Yay, it's all complete. It looks beautiful. It's right on the lake. Get a spot if you can. They've completed the entire campground. It's beautiful, and it's open. The only thing that's not ready is the Crandall campground, which was up the Red Rock Parkway. That won't be ready, I think, until 2023, hopefully earlier, but maybe 2023 is what they're promising us. They started construction now, but that's a smaller campground. But the campgrounds outside the park have also expanded because it was so busy last year. So that should be some more space as well.
Okay, interesting. Now you mentioned, of course, the Crandall campground, and that's up on the Red Rock Canyon Parkway. Now that one was under construction because of the that huge wildfire that happened a few years back, right? That was
Yeah,
back 2017, was it?
the 2017 Kenow wildfire. Yeah.
Yeah, so I know because of that wildfire, the Red Rock Canyon Parkway and also the Acamina Parkway, they were closed to vehicle traffic for a few seasons there. But I think good news, right? Those actually opened up more recently,
Yes.
right?
Oh, I'm so excited. It's been since 2017, 4 years. And now we have the Red Rock Canyon Parkway open, as well as the Acamina Parkway up to Cameron Lake open. And finally, guys have been out of business for 4 years. They get to start up. So I'm excited to see them and visit them and rent their paddleboards and paddle boats.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like it's been forever since I've seen Cameron Lake. And of course, Red Rock Canyon is so beautiful. And you got the waterfalls up there and just great hiking. So that is really exciting. Are there any kinds of special events or activities that we should mark on our calendars that the town has planned for the spring and summer this year?
So unfortunately, due to COVID restrictions, we had to cancel the food festival. We had to cancel the wildflower festival. The Pat's Show and Shine Car Show. We're hoping that that will still be a go. That's the last Sunday of August, and then if all goes well, and I'm very optimistic that the Wildlife Festival in September will be a go, and that's the second weekend of September if it's a go.
Okay, exciting. Now, getting back to hiking, are most of those hiking trails open once again? I know some of them were closed because of those
They
fires,
are.
right?
Yeah, finally the Acamina Parkway is open. Carthew Alderson is open. I mean, I think we're back up to 90% of the hikes are open. Tamarack shuttles up to Cameron Lake, so you can hike back down. Those are going again. The guided hikes are going again. So I'm actually so excited about this summer. There's so much. Waterton's almost back to 100%, which is exciting for me.
Yeah, I know you have some amazing hikes. I believe CRYPT Lake has been rated as one of the top hikes in North America or Canada at least, right?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
North America, and it's a great hike. Great hike.
it's by far my favorite. I think I've done it 3 times now. So speaking of that, you have to get across the lake on a boat. Are those cruises running this year?
So shoreline cruises aren't running yet. They will be running in the coming weeks. I don't know, but they won't be running this weekend. I think next weekend, hopefully, they should be have their boats back in the water, and the marina should be open, and they'll shuttle you across over to Cameron Lake. Sorry, over to Crip Lake landing.
So for sure by June, anyways.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, excellent. Now, the well-known Waterton landmark, the Kilmorey Lodge, which burned down in 2009, has been under reconstruction, right? So is that going to be open this
Yeah.
summer?
So that's been a slow go, and it was supposed to open. I spoke to the owners this morning, and unfortunately, due to again delays, because right now, uh, um, because of the pandemic, because of everything that's happening, they're having trouble getting supplies in. So they won't be open till September, is what they're hoping for, but maybe sooner. It really just depends on when everything arrives. But it's built, it's up, it looks great. They're just working on the inside right now.
Okay, great. What kinds of recreational activities are there in Waterton besides, of course, the obvious hiking, fishing, boating?
Um, People always say that to me, especially when I go to trade shows. They're always saying, what is there to do there? Waterton has so much to do. For starters, the golf course was taken over by Lakeland Management, which is exciting. They own a bunch of golf courses. They've taken over ours, and they plan to make big improvements. So the golf course is always fantastic. Stanley Thompson golf course. Horseback riding, they're back in their stables now. We built them brand new stables, or I shouldn't say we, Parks Canada did, and beautiful stables. So that's up and running. That's always great to do. And in town, there's paddleboarding in Emerald Bay, canoeing with glass bottom canoes. Those are really fun to do. And we have a big e-bike program now. So Pat's and Blackiston Rentals, they rent e-bikes that you can take up to Cameron Lake and up to Red Rock Canyon. So those are amazing things to do. And of course, for the kids, the splash park is open right in the center of the village. They built a brand new splash park last year. So that's amazing. And rumor has it there's a roller rink coming in
Oh,
where
wow.
the theater was, but I don't know if that's going to happen. They're thinking about it. Everyone has to try that. That's another amazing experience that came in a few years ago. So that's been great. And then of course all the other staples, all the biking and of course all the hiking and shoreline cruises and all the usual fun stuff there is to do in Waterton Park.
Yeah, of course. So what kinds of facilities are available for those of us, for anybody who can't maybe stay the night, but just want to enjoy the park for the day?
The good thing is Parks Canada has set up picnic tables all over now. So of course, all the dining you can still enjoy. So many people showed up with just blankets and packed the beaches. And one thing I would love to say, and if you can get this message out, we want everyone to come, but clean up after yourselves. Last year we had a big garbage issue. I think a lot of people aren't used to national parks. We want to remind everyone that anything you bring in for trash, you got to take out for trash. We're a jewel, and it's all for all Canadians, and want everyone to really enjoy it.
Oh gosh, great advice. Absolutely. Keep our parks clean. Now, for those who do want to stay the night or for a week or two, how far in advance would a person have to book ahead for a hotel or a motel or even a campground spot?
Right away. Right away. I think everyone is probably hovering around 70-80% by now, I'm assuming. So if you want for sure weekends or even during the week, I mean it's summer, every day is a weekend. So book as soon as possible. Get it booked, get it in. It's something you need to see. It's in your province and it's amazing.
Right. And I think the campgrounds are booked through Parks Canada website.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
They're booked through the Parks Canada website.
Okay,
Yeah.
excellent. Now, I know your hotel, Shamir, the Bayshore Inn, has some really nice dining. Are there any other special spots that you like to promote as part of the good eating in the town of Waterton? I know there's a lot of good eats there, aren't there?
Yeah, oh, for sure. That's one thing that Waterton is definitely known for. The Lakeside Chop House is our restaurant. It's right on the waterfront. A place for me is always the Thirsty Bear. For those of you local in Southern Alberta, everybody knows about it now. It's been fully renovated. Amazing food. You have to try Trappers Barbecue. It's right on Main Street. Zum's, I love their fried chicken. Julie's Taco Bar. That's been a staple for the last few years. It's amazing as well. But really, give it a chance and try it all if you can. It's great. There's a new pop shop that opened in Waterton too. That's great as well.
That's awesome. I like Wieners of Waterton too with the big smokies. Those are awesome. Those gourmet
They're
hot
always
dogs.
good. Oh yeah, you gotta have a Wieners of Waterton while you're in town as well.
That's awesome. Now, any final thoughts to share with our viewers on what Waterton has to offer, as if we haven't, bragged enough about it?
Covered it all already. Um, you know, for me, I see Waterton a little different. Waterton to me is this slice of heaven. It's this place that when you look at it, and there's very few places in this world that you look at the mountains, you look at the lakes, you look at the sky, you look at how pristine it is, the animals around, and you really realize God's creation and God's land. It's something you got to see, and it's in our backyard. We're so lucky to have it. Everyone needs to enjoy it because it belongs to all of us.
Oh, absolutely. Thanks so much for being with us, Shamir. It's been awesome to have you on.
Thanks for having me.
Shamir Suleman is the Vice President of the Waterton Park Chamber of Commerce and owner of Bayshore Inn in Waterton. I'm Jeanette Roche on behalf of all of us here at Bridge City News. Thanks for watching.